here in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Cleveland Browns. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Cleveland. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Brissett. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So opening drive, third down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on third down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down across the 50 and the 45 in enemy territory. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And some room to maneuver. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And again, it's Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Fournette once more on 2nd down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Brady. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's at least a couple of times that they've tried to stretch the field here in this first quarter. They haven't been successful yet, but obviously they're going to keep trying, and maybe they'll find some seams underneath as this game progresses.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at about the 14. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start,
taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimal level.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Opting to run again here with White. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, a run from White. And he is going to lose yardage here. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Brady going to go on 4th down. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's the backup Watson. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first. Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Running room at the 50, look out. And now off to the races, down the right side. He will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times where they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They run it again with Chubb. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now it's Watson. He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're wondering just how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats says 21.8 miles per hour. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving into more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground with White. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Brady gives this to White. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll go up the middle with White. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of 1st down. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
And there was some of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down to come up empty. And this Browns defense stands tall. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you get a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. Up up the middle. It's Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. York able to send this one through, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Brady. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And that's caught inside the 30. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. White will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. first down. It's Watson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 153 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Watson off play action. Rolling to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Uses the stiff arm. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now Brady, maybe a free play here. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's another second and goal, this time from half the distance closer. Again, this is White. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Brady going to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. Third and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on. No,
and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. 8 yards to go on second down. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Handoff comes to Chubb. To about the 35, 2nd down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Browns send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. On play action, now Brady. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, we're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now Brady got to have this one. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On 2nd and 10, Brady. He completes it right side to White. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Brady. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a play fake. Brady. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the rock break deep, he stayed in position to prevent completion, avoiding any risk of a flag.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Brady. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. And Watson's going to throw it here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing again is Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A give. This is Chubb. Down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Browns have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Throwing now, Watson. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw, Watson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now,
and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
I know they didn't tack down the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. They find some open field here. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
When the members on and get it going, Donkey Kong. They got the hand out, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh, no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car and whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, like shit, wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you've been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the lead, but you ain't hooping around and tear you out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, only thing you do is veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I say it all. I just stay cool, acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Cleveland Browns. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Cleveland. This one fielded at the 5. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Now a first down throw, Watson. Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Room here to run. And all the way down to the 5. A big play that time out of Chubb. 48 yards on the ground. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Schwartz. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Watson now to throw. Buying time to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They start to drive with White. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. White again. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a mental gain of 2.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays. We just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot, and if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there, and sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Chubb running right. Down at the 35. It'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down, here's Chubb again. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Brissett. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Brissett. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schwartz. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Fourth down, Brissett. Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They'll throw again, Brissett. Got a man open, it's Wims. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Browns are once again back in front. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 10 to 7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Still in the first half here, a long way to go. Throwing now is Brady into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So hard to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 95 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey? Is that the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. Let's put the game in jeopardy.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Inside handoff now to Fournette. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And this one is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at my coach. Why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now it's Watson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
York able to send this one through. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On play action, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go right back to White here on 1st down. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Brady And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on. play. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
They'll throw now on the final play. And incomplete on the deep ball. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into the wall right around the line of scrimmage. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Fournette running right. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now a play fake. Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, 27 yards. And the Buccaneers are back within a score. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead will shrink to 6. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. A short kick taken at the 18. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
And he makes it all the way down to the 31. 163 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Chubb on the counter. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devin White able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
They go up the middle with Chubb, twisting away. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
York able to send this one through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of his 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Brady gives this to White. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Brady. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. That's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Brady going to go on 4th down. Got a man. It's Breshad Perriman. And he's going to have the Bucs 1st down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. left side here. That's complete to Godwin. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, here's Fournette. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
And this offense on third down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Now Brady, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash, this from 53.
York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Brady. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Up the gut, Fournette. Oh, he sheds himself free. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 14 yards that time for number 14. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Here's Brady to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Anthony Walker in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Grant Delpit, and the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Maybe a free play for Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
And Watson's going to throw it here. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got him in, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, 50 yards. And the Browns have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. New York now for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things through this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will take over possession here up at the 34. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Throwing now, Watson. He's got him in, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 56 yards. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the 4th quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. One final try now for Brady. It's tipped, but it doesn't matter. He still catches it. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.